All right, and we are on with whatever the fuck
Sweet.
this is called.
I like... You cool with the name that I came up with?
I don't remember what it was.
AfterThots?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
THOTS?
Oh, yeah. AfterThots.
AfterThots.
Welcome to episode 1 of AfterThots.
Yeah. On my own little side
This
thing.
Incredibly professional show.
Our mics are better than what I usually use when I'm doing podcasts.
That's probably true.
Usually end up using just Skype recorder. I haven't used this mic for a podcast in months.
Yeah, I haven't used this mic in... Jesus Christ, when was the last... like a year and a half? The last time I recorded anything?
Fuck.
It's been a long time. Last time I recorded vocals.
Yeah, well, I mean, I need to... Once I finally get around to finishing my fucking EP,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a new mic.
This is like the most riveting topic you could possibly talk about.
Oh, yeah,
It's
us
your
just-
recording hardware.
Oh, yeah, just a riveting long...
This is the content that the people of the internet tune in
This
for.
is nice ASMR content
God.
about microphones and
Yeah,
sound
we're gonna-
engineering.
We're going to be doing some tapping and all right, so
Well,
I have a couple topics. You want
yeah.
to talk about movies, music, or just other shit?
We can start with movies because I was
Movies?
thinking.
You want to talk about Shazam at all? You want?
Yeah, we can talk about. Did you want to talk about Star Wars?
Yeah, we can talk about Star Wars.
All right, let's start with Shazam. What do you want to talk about with Shazam? It's a great movie.
Shazam. I mean, really, I have nothing else to say other than go see it. It's a great movie.
Exactly. There's a review.
It's funny. Yeah, there's a review on Will's YouTube.
On my personal channel at Will the Greatest.
Yeah, Will the Greatest. And yeah, I mean, just go see it. Please, like, go see it in the theater so that Warner Brothers knows that people will go see actual good fucking movies.
Yeah, movies that are well written and have engaging characters and
Yeah.
solid villains and
And, like,
good effects and heart.
And humor that's actually funny
Yeah, and
and not shoehorned in afterwards because we need to be more like Marvel.
honestly, oddly enough, this movie's getting compared a lot to Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
It is,
from the
and
early
I can see
2000s,
it.
which I can see it.
I can see it because, like, both were horror film directors who did a superhero movie.
Yeah.
And you kind of see elements of that.
Same.
Like a great example in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man is in, I think it was the second one with Doc Ock.
Mm-hmm.
The scene with Doc Ock in, like, the operating room and, like, people getting dragged into the darkness and shit. It's like, oh,
fuck,
yeah,
yeah.
this guy did horror film.
Actually, yeah, that's just like the well, not to spoil too much, but the scene in The Office.
Yeah,
Yeah,
scene in the office.
they're a lot
Even, like,
alike.
the beginning a little bit. It's just like, oh,
Yeah, tonally it's
something's
dark.
happening here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a good movie. Really, the only thing about it is that the first 30 minutes are a little slow because you got to set up these characters, and sometimes the CGI is a little iffy because
you can only do so much.
Yeah, but also they blew their load on Aquaman.
Yeah, they did.
So
Another
and they were
horror
just
director.
Oh shit, we have this other movie. Here, just take our pocket change.
Which I feel like that's what happened with Black Panther and Infinity War. They used
That's exactly
all the budget for Infinity War. They're like, well, Black Panther's not going to make that much. $2 billion later,
Yeah.
or $1 billion later.
They were like, oh right, black people like seeing themselves in movies.
yeah, it's weird because speaking of Captain Marvel, because that was Shazam's old name. Captain Marvel, I think, crossed $1 billion recently, and I'm happy for whoever's happy
Because
for
of the women.
Yes, for a post-feminist film that's all about feminism,
Yeah.
but it's not.
No, it turns out white girls really like Brie Larson.
That is true.
Yeah.
I can't even.
That's not a
debate
problem.
you.
That's not a judgment, by the way.
That's not.
This is
I
just
mean,
an observation.
Brie Larson seems like a nice enough person.
No, I don't have any problem with any of those people.
Yeah, no, she.
Those people.
Those people.
No, I don't-
Celebrities.
No, I don't have a problem with any of them. They
All those
seem like
Coachella
fine-
goers.
Fine. No, but I mean, I'm probably not going to see Captain. I'll probably stream Captain Marvel at some point. Please don't sue me, Disney.
How are they gonna know? Well, they have shooters actually.
They definitely. I mean, they
they're
have
in the
like
streets.
assassins and shit.
They do.
They're
That's
out here.
no
they,
joke.
They keep that thing on them, and
The mouse keeps that thing on them.
He does. It's like the
thing
South
on
Park
him.
episode with the Jonas Brothers.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like they're wearing their purity rings, and they're just
Yeah.
like, dude, we don't want to like do this anymore because like we have this, we're like selling sex to these teenage girls, but we are these purity rings, and he's like, listen here, you fuckers, you gotta do it, all right? I don't give a fuck what you think.
It's weird to think that the Jonas Brothers are back.
Yeah. The only thing I'll ever remember them for is Nick Jonas's guitar solo from the Country Music Awards a few years back. where he just fucked it up, and it was the funniest. It wasn't even a complicated solo.
Oh, yeah, I remember
It's just
hearing
one of the
about that.
funniest goddamn things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, the
And
thing I'll never
I will
forget is-
always love showing that to people.
I mean, I remember-
always gets a laugh out of me.
I remember a lot of their songs because I watched Disney Channel as a child. But
yeah.
were you there when I performed with, what was the name of that band we had in middle school?
Oh, was that the Elijah's
Yeah.
band? The Verve?
The Verge?
Oh, The Verge, yeah.
The Verge or some shit.
The Verve is
and
the
I
band.
performed Burning Up with them.
Yes, you did.
I try
do
not to
remember
think
that.
about that because it was terrible.
Yeah, people
It was-
loved it, though.
Yeah, because it was me.
Yeah, it's true.
And I'm a dick.
Nah.
But go see Shazam, and if you want to see Captain Marvel, sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean,
it's not bad.
yeah, I'll just say that Shazam's awesome. And
It's great.
Like-
I highly endorse it.
please go see it, because I want
Yeah.
more movies like that.
Like,
It's the first time in a long time that I've been interested in a superhero origin movie. Because you can only...
God, yes,
you can
we talked
only
about that the other day.
You can only do so much with that premise. And like, jokingly, this one YouTuber I follow, he made some joke like, you know, with superhero movies, you can only do one of two things. You could either make an origin story or a movie about how they need to learn to work together. Which
So
is
the
like,
Avengers.
honestly not far off.
No, it's not.
Really not far off. And like, the nice thing about Shazam is that it kind of deviates from that a little bit. It is a superhero
Yeah.
origin story, but more than that, it's got other like thematic shit going on.
Yeah.
And like, the superhero story is just kind of the setting for it. And it's good.
It's weird to say this, but it is kind of a character piece.
Kind of, yeah.
In regards to
Really,
Billy
and I
Batson.
here's some criticisms I've heard that I kind of agree with, but it didn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
One is like the house that he gets put in almost seems like Diversity Central, like Forced Diversity Central.
Well, okay, so the
But, like-
thing with that is it's based off his New 52 run, and that is what the family is like.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so this
but at
is-
the same time, that's still like,
Yeah.
I can see how someone would
Yeah.
look at that and be like, oh, come on, like, really?
Yeah.
But I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was fine.
Well, no, because the kid actors in it are great.
Yeah, and the other, another
That was like the
YouTuber-
warmest dad I've
Yeah,
ever seen.
They're all wonderful. And the only thing I didn't have an issue with this, but someone else mentioned that it felt kind of weird that you have this kid who's like super troubled as the main character, and he looks like a mini Zac Efron almost. Which I kind of do get.
I mean,
that
he's
being a complaint.
handsome, but I mean...
Yeah. But I mean, you know, it's your main character.
I mean, look at Anne Hathaway in Les Mis. Like, you can only do so
Right,
so
yes.
much for a superhero movie. This
Yeah,
isn't.
I mean, like-
this isn't The Machinist. Like,
Yes, and these are all like, you know, I get these complaints, but the people who made them also like the movie anyways.
Yeah.
Like, they're just very minor.
I can't even see it as a complaint. That's like a nitpick, if anything.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. But, you know, it's the... Like, one of them's YMS, and that's kind of what he does.
It's his job.
Yeah, and the other is Red Letter Media, and they...
It's
which, by
their
the way, how the fuck does Red Letter Media not have 1 million subscribers?
I don't know.
Go subscribe to Red
I'm
Letter Media.
on- like-
if you like movies, please go subscribe
I'm
to Red
honestly
Letter Media.
surprised because them and Doug Walker came out the same year, and they still
Yeah.
haven't hit 1 million yet. I'm
Yeah,
earnestly
I
surprised.
don't get it. But, yeah, it's just kind of nitpicky. Long story short, go see Shazam.
Go see Shazam. And if you feel like seeing Captain Marvel, see that too. But definitely go see Shazam
Definitely
first.
go see Shazam.
But don't see Hellboy because apparently it's doing terrible.
Apparently Hellboy's
Apparently
shit,
it
and
is.
no one was surprised.
Well, because let's like not even going into the production. Whose idea was it to say, yeah, we'll sandwich this between a new DC superhero and fucking Avengers 4?
Yeah, and a highly anticipated DC superhero.
Yeah, like that was just stupid.
Yeah, it's silly. But and also the fact that like I didn't know this was a thing until they announced the release date. So I was just like, oh, okay.
And the thing is, I've known
I guess
about it
this
for
is coming out now.
I've known for a while, but I just didn't care.
Yeah, no one cares. It's a real shame because you know, Hellboy's a cool character.
He was a cool character.
And
David Harbour's a good actor. I heard he's like the good part of the movie.
Oh yeah, he is.
David
He's
Harbour
the guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah, him as Hellboy is one of the
David
good
Harbour.
things in the movie.
Yes, he's been in other good stuff.
He's a good actor.
Yeah,
he's really good in
he's a
Stranger
good
Things.
actor.
Fuck, we got Stranger Things 3 coming this summer.
Oh yeah, I don't even care. I saw
I'm
Stranger Things 2
interested.
and I was like, cool, yeah, we can end on that. There's a little cliffhanger, but you know, it's fine.
What's
And
gonna
they're
possess
like,
Will
Stranger
this
Things 3
season?
coming this summer or whatever, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh,
But you gotta.
I guess
we gotta know what malevolent deity from D&D is gonna possess.
We're gonna see
Will
how
this
Will's
season.
gonna get fucked this time.
Yeah, this time. What's gonna fuck him this
kid
time?
with the worst life ever.
But yeah, you were talking about we had other movie topics, did we?
Sure. You wanted to talk about Star Wars?
Oh yeah, we got the
I'll
trailer.
Talk about that.
Yeah, we got the trailer for what the Rise of the Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of the Skywalker.
The Rise of Skywalker,
or also known as How Do We Fix This?
What? Yeah, was that the?
Also known as We Need to Backpedal Hard.
Yeah, what was that meme I sent you? It's like, come on guys, it's Lando. Come on, it's Leia. Please love us again.
Remember Lando? Remember Leia? Remember Chewbacca?
You remember? I remember.
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
Fucking memberries.
Remember.
But
that's it works. That's how they got everybody for Force Awakens.
True. That's how you get anyone for anything these days. It's like, hey guys, because 80s nostalgia is so powerful. It's just like, hey guys, do you remember these things? We're making it again. Remember Halloween?
I wish people could just see your face with it. You remember Halloween? Well, it's back. You remember Unbreakable?
It's back.
Well, it's got a sequel.
It's got a sequel.
You remember Shazam?
Hey,
no,
guys.
you don't, because you weren't alive in 1938.
Hey, Stranger Things is the same thing. Like, hey guys, you remember arcades?
You remember Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters? Remember VHS cameras?
Remember 80s hair?
Remember the...
Titans?
Remember
the Titans?
We're not doing that. But yeah, I mean...
The
honestly,
trailer's
the only thing from
fine.
the trailer that I gave a shit about was Lando. I was like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, they got that guy back.
Oh yeah, no, I freaked out. I'm like, oh shit, Billy D. Williams!
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, he's getting work again. Good for him.
Yeah, no, he's dead. He is definitely going to die in that
Oh,
movie.
dude, the entire point of the new series is to kill off all of the old Star Wars characters
Somehow.
so they can actually do something new. And the thing is, they're never going to do anything new because I agree with Rich Evans from Red Letter Media that Star Wars is creatively bankrupt. Not that like there's nothing you could do with it, but if you do anything other than like the standard formula, no one's gonna fucking watch it or give a shit. And it's a real shame because Star Wars is such an expansive universe that you can do anything with, and the video games are a testament to that. Like all the good video games.
Yeah, because I sent you the new trailer for Jedi Fallen Order, which is set during Order 66. Stop making all these freaking midquels. Nobody cares.
Yeah, no one. Yeah, I mean, and it's just like. And also that trailer, I don't give a shit about it.
Well, yeah, because there's no fucking gameplay, which did bother me.
It's EA, so I just, there's no...
Well, the guys that are doing it, though,
hope.
the guys that are actually making it are the ones that did Titanfall. I think EA is just a distributor.
Oh, God.
But I still see the concern.
I mean, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
But I also have no interest, because, like, it looks like what they wanted to do was make a movie.
It's a fine-looking Star Wars movie.
It's like watching the trailer for like any Blizzard game.
Yeah.
It's like we wanted to make a movie, but I guess we'll make some video games to finance this movie.
Yeah, the gameplay is not gonna.
And then they
gonna
did.
Look like that. A lot of people got Force Unleashed vibes from the game. But actually, I have a question for you. So
yeah,
in thinking about the sequels and everything, do you think
Star
it would
Wars sequels?
Yeah. Do you think? Because I know a lot of people have issues with Rey. Not so much her acting, but the way that she's written or lack thereof.
Or not.
Yeah, lack thereof. Do you think it would be a more interesting story if from jump it was just focused on Poe and Finn trying to take on Kylo Ren? Because
that's just Rogue One. Pretty much.
Yeah, well,
You've just got... I mean, Jyn Erso also doesn't have much of a personality, but that's fine because, like... She's an intentionally reserved... Like, you sort of get this sense that she's this intentionally reserved person who doesn't fucking trust anyone, whereas Rey is just like...
I liked Rey more than Jyn, but...
that's fair.
Well, no, to be fair, out of Rogue One, I thought the background characters were more interesting, because I still...
Because they were.
Well, yeah, because Chima Ewe has, like, the most interesting backstory ever. A blind follower of the Force. Literally blind.
And then you've got that robot who's been reprogrammed.
Yeah, the high-waisted robot.
That movie, I mean, really...
Yeah, Chimwit's gay, machine gun-toting boyfriend.
Yeah, I mean, really, honestly, Rogue One... A lot of people didn't like Rogue One, but I really liked it. I had a couple problems with it, but for the
I didn't have
most
any
part,
major problems with it. It was fine.
Yeah, I didn't have any major problems with it. I was just like, this is great. Like, this is the kind of thing that you can do with Star Wars.
I like the
Even if it isn't
cinematography
mid-cool.
of it because we got to see it actually on the ground on like a beach.
Yes.
Like they did.
Well, it was honestly more like a war movie than
yes,
than
and
a sci-fi adventure.
I'm like, thank God,
And
finally
I'm
someone
fine
put the
with that.
war in Star Wars.
Yeah, like you see the coolest thing about that is that you finally see like actual consequences of
Yes.
the war between the rebels and the Empire, and like what the Empire looks like. Because
And everybody dies.
you know, in the original Star Wars trilogy, I love the original Star Wars trilogy. It's a near perfect trilogy, with the exception of the last one. The Return of the Jedi has some issues, but like, and you know,
And I like Return of the Jedi too.
Oh, I like Return of the Jedi too, but like the middle is a lot of it's really boring. But anyway,
Oh, you talk
that's the thing, and Red Letter Media talks about that in their Mr. Plinkett reviews, the prequels, where it's just like, sure, there's this giant trade war going on, and the war between like the whatever the fuck they're called and the Republic, like the robots and the Republic, like there's this whole war happening, but you never see consequences of that. Like, like on Coruscant, it just looks like everyone's going about their day, like. You don't get any sense of scale for any of that stuff. And it was the same in the original trilogy as well. You didn't quite... Like, you got the sense... You know, obviously there's the Empire versus the small rebellion.
Yeah.
And you get that from the opening shot of the first movie, where it's like this tiny ship and then... Like, the fucking giant Empire ship.
That's a great shot.
Like, it's a perfect example of using film language.
Yeah.
Show, don't tell. So, because what it is just like tiny rebellion, giant, far-reaching empire. That's all you get from
But then
that.
they just reused the shit out of that shot like 3 times over.
They
through
do
the
it
rest
in
of
the
the
new
franchise.
ones as well. And
Yeah,
like, it's
Remember the movie.
yeah, exactly. And it's just
Remember
like,
the movie?
but even you get a sense of the scale of like how small the rebellion is compared to how big the empire is, but you don't see the effects of like the war and everything, the empire on the rest of the galaxy. And that's a big thing I like about Rogue One. And Rogue One to me is like, this is how you do something kind of new with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Even if it is a mid-quel.
Even it's another mid-quel.
Like,
but
you know, the only thing I wish they did with Rogue One is had more of like the spy stuff, where they like had more time on the ground on that planet, like trying to get the plans and stuff. Because I feel like that would have been really interesting. But I mean, I also don't think I could have written it better.
Going back to 9, though, what do you think of the title? Because I know it bothers a lot of people. My question when I was watching the trailer, I'm like, how are they going to fit an R in this title? Because every time they do a third movie, there's an R. Because we have Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith,
Revenge,
Rise. So we got Rise of the Skywalker. A lot of people think it's really on the nose.
Talking to one of my friends, and one of her friends knows someone in the film industry who...
They know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah, it's literally one of these situations.
Yeah.
And I was talking to her last night, and she was saying, you know, I've been told a bit of, like, a big spoiler about Rey's lineage, but I can't say it over the phone or over text because Disney's hit squads will get me.
No, but legit,
which
they
is
will.
true.
That is true.
100% true.
More dangerous than the FBI.
And I was like... And as soon as she said, like, it has something to do with Rey's lineage, and I was like, well, it's called fucking Rise of the Skywalker. So I fucking wonder what it is. And I was like, I'm right, aren't I? And she's like, I can't say. And I'm like, okay, so I'm right.
So in the wild ass idea I pitched to you when we were driving was that like...
Oh, yeah. I mean, sorry, you can explain it.
So at some point I kind of want to like rewrite some of the movies because I feel like that'd be an interesting just thing to do for fun.
It would be good exercise.
It'd be good exercise for my writing. I need to flex my skills every now and then, my imagination, and force me to be productive and
It is
turn
how
right
you
into a
get
character.
better.
Yeah, but the thing I was thinking is because one of the issues that people have is that Rey is really talented and really force sensitive, and it's not exactly explained the best. So in my fan fiction,
I'm gonna blame Ryan Johnson for that one.
Yeah,
Ryan, I love you. I love Looper, but you
yeah.
You made some big fucking mistakes, buddy.
But my idea was that, and this is so obnoxiously convoluted, is that she's Obi-Wan's granddaughter, and that her mother was Mara Jade, who married Luke but ran away because she saw him like slip in judgment when he was about to strike down Kylo Ren when he saw the darkness in him, and so she ran away and raised Rey. But
yeah.
Sorry, but I don't know. That's like my obnoxious fanboy.
Yeah, and like
isms.
you know, I think it's a neat idea, but I also just like don't care.
I mean, the trailer was fine.
You know,
I want to see how it ends.
Yeah, I'll go see it probably because it's gonna look good in the theater, and because Disney just has that fucking power.
They do. They have me by the balls.
Yeah, and it's just
by
like,
the wallet.
At the very least, it's gonna be probably entertaining in some way.
It'll at least look good.
Yeah, it's gonna look good.
That's,
and it probably will have some cool action. That's the only thing I can say about Last Jedi is the action was pretty cool.
Yeah, the
for
action.
the most part, when there was action.
Well, that was
It
the thing.
looked good.
That was the thing we agreed on is that like even though you don't like it, I think it. But I also haven't rewatched it, so I think it's fine.
You should.
We'll rewatch it at some point later this year.
Yeah,
Once we go through the Star Wars
and
movies.
you will realize why everyone hates it.
But I get some of the argument. I get some of the criticisms.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not diehard like person that's just like,
Yeah.
oh, this movie is flawless. No, it has issues. But we both agreed that like
None of the Star Wars films are flawless. I don't care
Exactly.
what anyone says.
But we both agreed that on a technical level, Last Jedi is good.
Yeah, no,
But,
I mean, it is a film.
Where it starts to
There
kind
are
of
scenes that go in order,
the most
and
of it.
they're like composed shots.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like someone who makes like industrial films.
Yeah, no, they're like
Made this.
well composed, but it's just like when it comes to that story, it gets a
Yeah.
little hard to defend.
Yeah, I don't want to dwell on that too much.
I don't want to
Like,
dwell on Star Wars too much.
No, I don't, because and I think the issue with Star Wars as well is people hold it to such a fucking high standard.
Yes, oh my
that
goodness.
original trilogy, like that first movie and what is now A New Hope, like, dude, it's not that deep, bro.
No, it's
It's just like, it's just some fucking thing. And there were even people saying like, after Last Jedi came out, like, oh, I would have taken the George Lucas midi-chlorians movie over this, and I'm like, no, you
Fuck
wouldn't.
that. No, I would not.
No, you wouldn't. Like people are like, oh well, George Lucas, he's still the visionary behind it. I'm like, no, he's not.
But he also came
No,
up
he's
with
not.
he also came up with Darth Icky and Darth Insanus.
He did, but also, have you seen like the original designs for the original Star Wars? He wanted Luke to be like some old man in a desert with a robot face.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, I think they put that out as a comic. I'm not kidding. Like the original
They
Star
might
Wars
have.
script, they put it out as a comic.
I'm sure they did. Because
It's very different.
fuckers will buy it.
They look very different.
I'm sure they do. But it's just like,
The Star Killers.
I think people put too much weight on the Star Wars series, and I think that's part of why The Last Jedi was so fucked up, is because Rian Johnson had a lot of pressure on him to do
Yeah.
something different. Because that was the biggest criticism about The Force Awakens. It's like, oh, it's just A New Hope again. And it's like,
Yes.
well, yeah, because you motherfuckers would have bitched constantly if it wasn't that.
Yeah, episode
And you're
7.
gonna bitch anyway, so you can't
Episodes-
please all the people all the time.
Episode 7 was not different enough, and then episode 8 was way too different. And now episode
Well,
9
in the
must
worst
be the
possible-
balance of the Force.
Yeah, episode 9 is just gonna be some straightforward shit. We're not gonna get any answers because it's J.J. Abrams.
The
He
fucking
has
mystery box.
This fucking mystery box scam bullshit.
The mystery.
He's basically a con artist.
The
with that
mystery
shit.
was that it was a fever dream that Finn
What's gonna
had
happen?
all along.
No, spoiler for the end of episode 9. It's actually part of the Cloverfield universe.
Go on. I would.
No.
If that were real.
No, J.J. Abrams has ruined all interest I have in Cloverfield, which is sad because I liked the first movie.
I like the first. I like all 3.
I mean, 10 Cloverfield. You're a weirdo for liking the Cloverfield paradox.
I haven't rewatched it.
I can't believe you were sober for that.
I was. I really.
That's.
I have to watch it again
I
at
think
some
I
point.
respect you less for that.
Mind you, I read the original script that it was based off of, and the script wasn't that much better. I will say that.
It's just an abysmal film.
The problem
There's a
with
reason why they didn't advertise it at all and just dumped it onto Netflix.
the advertisement right at the
bad.
Super Bowl, right as it premiered. It had a advertisement.
I mean, like, it's an interesting way of advertising a film and putting one out. However, after watching it, sucks.
I will say
Sucks dick.
I will say it's not smart to like repurpose and retool old scripts for
Yes.
your movie.
That's the thing.
Don't do that.
I really like 10 Cloverfield Lane until like the last 10 minutes.
I didn't. Oh, with the when that part happened.
Yeah, when they like go outside and
Yeah,
it's
when
like,
they go
by
outside.
the way, Cloverfield, and it's just like, dude, this would have been a great movie if you didn't shoehorn that shit in at the end. Like,
So
it was-
so you
it was
wanted so you
awesome.
basically wanted to be like she goes outside, doesn't see anybody, and then it's just credits.
Well, like
Where she doesn't see the alien, she just sees that like everything's okay.
Yeah.
That's-
Or there was just nothing and everything's abandoned.
Yeah.
I didn't
You
want
wanted
it to be
to be
Cloverfield.
ambiguous.
I didn't want it to be aliens because like shoehorning it into that universe made no sense because it's already a really good movie and the whole thing is like you're questioning like is everything ending out there? Is the world ending out there or is John Goodman a fucking psychopath who kidnaps people?
And I didn't mind it because I think I
It's
didn't.
fair. I mean, I didn't.
I think
it's
I-
not horrible. I don't really have
Yeah.
a huge problem with it. I just would have preferred it if they didn't shoehorn it into the Cloverfield franchise.
I didn't mind it because I'm still waiting for closure from the first Cloverfield. What the fuck is the backstory to those things? And like, yeah, I know there's one from the Cloverfield Kishin manga with Tagruto and all that shit,
God, no
but
one
explain that in a film.
No one cares, weebs.
I should not have to do extraneous research to get
Same
backstory
thing.
on a
Same
character.
thing. Good parallel. Same thing with Star Wars. I should
Yeah,
have
no, I
to
agree.
read a bunch of fucking dumbass novels
To get the character of Rey.
to understand.
And I don't
what
hate
the fuck is
Rey.
happening.
She's fine.
Well, like there are people.
I like Finn because
know people
I like
who
Finn and Poe much better.
Oh
Honestly.
yeah. Well, and that was my biggest problem with the Last Jedi. They
Poe at
fucked
least has a
Finn-
character.
They fucked Finn's character.
He had the same character arc as the
It was
first
literally
movie.
the same thing, and
It was the same arc.
They did nothing with him, and I was so mad.
I am hope J.J. Abrams does something with Rose. Somebody on Facebook said I expect
They're
that
gonna scrap Rose.
Rose is gonna get the poochie and say
gonna scrap
I
her.
must go. My planet needs me.
Yeah, basically.
She's gonna be like, oh no, she had
Rosie's spaceship blew up on her way back.
to her home planet.
Yeah, no, she's gonna like not even be in the movie because she pissed people off so much.
Finn's is gonna be like, what happened to that person that randomly kissed me after I crashed a land speeder or whatever it was?
After she crashed into me.
Yeah, after she crashed.
To save everyone.
Well, he's probably gonna die, but.
If Finn dies, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Was that you where I made the joke where she was when she was flying and she was like, Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, she like crashes like, no, Finn, Black Lives Matter.
Matter.
and he's like got her in her arms like, Rose, all lives matter.
Matter? Oh my god. What's the next topic? What are we gonna talk
Okay,
about?
I guess we'll move on from Star Wars. So you want to stick with movies or go on to something else, man?
I don't really care.
Shit. We can talk about. I guess we talk about music. Like, what have you been listening to lately?
God,
you got anything you want to recommend to people?
I have had Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap in rotation for like the past ever since he died, honestly.
It's a great album.
For like the past 2 weeks. It was so good. I'm so mad because
We don't have to recommend that though. I think people know.
Yeah, well,
but we can talk about it.
He got nominated for an Oscar, a Grammy. Way different. The Oscars of music. But yeah, no, just fantastic album.
It's just really good.
Yeah, like dedication.
I feel really bad that I slept on that guy, man.
I did too.
Yeah,
and
a lot of people did.
I knew of him, but I didn't.
Oh, and by the way, if you're one of those people that is like, I can't believe it. Like, all these people suddenly like him after he's dead. Like, it's bullshit. Like, fuck you.
Not everybody.
Go fuck yourself.
Here's the thing. He was known in his community, and that's all that matters.
All that matters was that he was a good person.
Yeah.
And his music was good. That's a bonus.
His music did bang. And it was weird because one of the more recent times I saw him he was the rapper in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend during the Sexy Getting Ready song. And I'm like, I hate that for like a lot of white people, that is your claim to fame. It's like,
yes.
Because if you go to the comments of that video, everyone's like, rest in peace, Nipsey. I didn't know that was you. You were but it's also like a really good joke. Cause it's
a good joke.
Because it's just like, I am forever changed after what I see today. I got some bitches that I need to apologize to. And the end joke of that is literally him calling these bitches. And it's like, hey, I'm sorry the way that I mistreated you and threw dollars at you and treated you like a piece of meat. You had dreams and goals, and you need to go forth and achieve those. I'm like, that is so fun. But that's like how Nipsey was.
It's true.
That's just who he was as
He
a
was like,
person.
oh shit, I fucked the streets up. Let me try and fix them.
Yeah, but Victory Lap is dope. I need to check out. I just got Khaled's new album. I need to listen to it.
Oh, he's got a new one?
Yeah.
Right, I'll check that out for sure.
That and
it's funny, like I don't even pay attention to the mainstream. Like most of the time when I look shit up, it's I go to like Bandcamp Daily, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm a dirty hipster.
You're a legitimate hipster. Legitimate.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm a lazy hipster.
Yeah. I mean, of the two of us, I'm the one that
Yeah.
listens to more mainstream shit.
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, I don't know. I just like, for some reason, it's just what I seek out.
I think Anderson .Paak put out a new album, so I'm gonna check that out.
That makes sense. He's
Either that
got
or
a
anything.
tour.
He's supposed to be coming here
to Raleigh.
Yeah, so I'm debating whether or not I want to go.
I'm gonna be honest. The main reason I want to see him is because Thundercat and No Name are with him.
I need
and Earl Sweatshirt's with him.
God damn, really?
Yeah, and I think Jesse Reyes and Mac DeMarco are the other ones. So it's just like he's got a fucking posse.
I'm such an asshole. I have No Name's album, but I have not listened to it, even though I know she's
good,
talented.
Man. It's really
I have it.
What is it, like Room 32 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I haven't listened to it.
Made a lot of best albums of the year lists.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why I listened to it.
Side note: while we're talking about music, do you want? This is just a random thing that came to mind. Megan Thee Stallion. I'm so happy that her career is on an upswing.
Yeah. People are starting to listen to her.
Yeah, and so she's like doing tours. God bless her. Her mom just passed away too recently.
Oh fuck, that sucks.
Yeah, but like she's on the Talk remix with Khaled, featuring YG, who gives a shit about him. Sorry, my bias.
If you're a YG fan, I hope you die and Will hates you.
What? I didn't say all that. I didn't wish death upon him like
what
that.
You said, man. I'm just saying what you said.
Be my white translator for me. Speak this to white people. But no, like I'm glad for her.
Well, fellas, if you like YG, then you're a real square.
But no, check out her EP. It's pretty solid. Big Ol' Freak is dope. Sex Talk puts me in the mood. That's like the wrong time. Yeah. That's the wrong time to get horny. Is at the gym.
Really nice.
Yeah, no, like bench pressing in order. I was like, let's have a sex talk. Yes, Megan, put that pussy on my face.
Absolutely. It's funny because when I'm in the gym, I'm listening to like hella.
Yeah,
like heavy, like mathy shit.
Yeah, my shit alternates.
Don Caballero and like that shit.
Yeah, mine would be like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, City Girls, Devil May Cry music.
Yeah, exactly.
It just jumps immediately to thrash metal. It's like, what the shit?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
On the subject of music, I don't know if any of y'all follow Critical, but that man put out a song and a music video.
He did, and it took me back to 2004.
Yeah, and like honestly, it's fucking hilarious.
But it's not
2019 guy.
Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. Which is even weirder.
I will say, like, if you're into like Linkin Park and that kind of thing, you will like this song. Like, genuinely, unironically enjoy it.
It sounds like Blink 182, The Offspring style music, which those were my best.
It's not like The Offspring. It's more like it's more like Linkin Park.
It reminds me of Blink, honestly, until it gets to the metal.
The lyrics are very Blink 182.
Yeah, the lyrics are Blink, and the way that he sings is Blink. I don't know. The instrumentals are kind of Linkin Park.
The instrumentals are very like Linkin Park, like emo, heavy shit, and it's like professional as shit too. And like Critical singing,
he can afford it.
Great, but it fits really well with what he's doing. And it's called 2019 Guy, and if you haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend it because it's at least funny.
It is funny,
and it like fits Critical's personality perfectly. It's really funny to me.
So, do we want to talk about some other shit?
Sure, man. I mean, in terms of stuff I've been listening to, I want to recommend some stuff.
Go ahead.
Band came out with an album, I want to say 2 months ago. These new guys from Norway, they're called Pom Poko, after the Studio Ghibli film with the tanuki. They use their giant ball sacks to fly. It's a very strange movie, but it's 2 words, Pom Poko. And they're like they're like noise rock kind of stuff. I really like it. It's that's a great album. It's called I think Birthday or something like that. But just look up Pom Poko if you're into that kind of thing. I also have to give a shout out to Sungazer because I love them. Adam Neely and Sean Crowder are wonderful and make great music. And Lando Chill's producer Lasso. I don't know if anyone knows Lando Chill. He's like a sort of underground rapper from LA. His producer Lasso came out with an album I think last month, and it's just like a beat tape, and it's really fucking good. It's called The Sound of Lasso.
A beat tape, you say?
Yeah,
something and like to rap over, you say?
Well, no, not really. The music kind of stands for itself.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
And it's good, man. I really like it. Beat tapes are often fall into like just kind of loops and kind of being boring, but I really like this one. It gets like jazzy in spots.
I gotta listen to Quero Quero Bonita's new shit. I know Snow the Product put out a new song recently, and that shit is Snow never disappoints. She's on my top 5 female rappers awesome. List. Cause I made a video for her. I think I put her right under Rhapsody. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rhapsody's a legend.
Rhapsody is.
If y'all don't know Rhapsody,
you should
please. Especially if you're from North
Carolina, bruh,
please listen to Rhapsody.
God, she is so good.
She's from East North Carolina, and she's fucking killer.
I keep forgetting that we've met her like twice. Well, I've met her like twice.
You've met her. I haven't met her. I've seen her.
That's true. Yeah, I've seen her live a couple times.
Yeah.
And like forgotten.
Yeah, she's great. The PD Pablo song's getting old. We need a new NC
North
anthem.
Carolina.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great song, but we need a new NC anthem.
Yeah.
With J. Cole and Rhapsody and
J. Cole,
with a beat
Rhapsody,
by Ninth
Ninth
Wonder.
Wonder. And then PD Pablo shows up with his shirt off.
And then PD Pablo just screams in the background.
North Carolina.
Yo.
Get your razor. Take it. Well, that was what happened when I went to the. I guess we're gonna move on to just like non.
Yeah, no, you
other
talked
shit.
about that. I saw your snap.
When I went to the Horrible Decision show, it's like, where y'all from? I'm like, North Carolina. They start playing the shit. I'm like, yeah, that's our song. That's our anthem. J. Cole, you got to give us a new anthem, bro.
J. Cole, I'm looking at you.
You know what
If
to
you
do.
don't do it, I won't respect you anymore. Just kidding.
This is bullshit. We
Just
both
kidding.
know.
Just saying, man.
Man.
Speaking of which, if y'all haven't listened to JID's album from last year,
That was good.
DiCaprio 2, fucking good album. If, at the very least, listen to Off D's featuring J. Cole.
And then listen to my remix of Off D's.
Yeah.
I'm half kidding.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
My production is trash, but my lyrics are okay.
This is true. No, the lyrics are solid, man. You start off really strong, and then like the last it's good. You want to talk more about your trip to New York, man? Because there's
from a month ago?
yeah.
I mean, a lot happened. I went to the Museum of Sex. That was
You
fun.
want to talk about some shit? Because in your vlog you were just like, I can't show most of this shit.
Yeah, there's
YouTube.
because YouTube and my private life, but I mean, I can
That
talk.
too.
I can talk about. I don't really give a shit about talking
Sure,
about.
man.
I went to like 5 gay bars with our friend.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
with Andrew.
Yeah, good God, I am gay barred out. Holy
Dude, yeah.
shit!
I mean, they're the best bars usually.
Their alcohol is stronger. I don't know what they put in
It's
there.
the roofies.
Whoa, now Cardi B, relax there.
That might be too far. I'm sorry. I apologize to anyone who wasn't a fan of that show.
but fucking, we went to the Museum of Sex. That was fire. The food in New York is amazing.
Dude, okay, true or false? Best food you had in New York was dollar pizza and also anything from a food truck.
This is dollar pizza.
No, but I'm saying both of those things.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That dollar pizza leaving the bar.
Yes.
After that shit bar we went to, dude, I was in a basement fucking gone off some substance. And listening to industrial music, dancing in like sure. That was one of it.
What, did Andrew give you some poppers?
I'm not explaining my life. But we were so
Some of y'all know what poppers are.
the top floor of the bar was playing like 80s pop filled to the brim with people. It was blue. The bottom floor was red. There were like 13 people playing loud industrial music.
See, that sounds awesome.
I was
That
dancing,
sounds like the rave I went to in San Francisco.
but the music was at like 4/4 time. I was dancing at like 2/4, like.
That's how you dance to it.
Holy shit! And then
So
we
since
got
it was like a
insomnia
rave,
cookies.
was it ecstasy?
That would have been a whole different
No lie,
type of trip.
when I went to that rave, that's like the only proper rave I've been to. And let me tell you, if you go to a rave and you don't do drugs or drink, I'm scared.
Good
of you.
luck.
I'm scared of you. And like because I knew a guy who would go to raves.
No,
a
I'm
lot.
just here for the music.
I knew a guy who would go to raves a lot and not drink or do any drugs, and he had a great time. And I'm just like, I'm scared.
What are you? He's an X-Man.
You are a scary person.
He's an X-Man.
Like if you can enjoy yourself in that capacity, I don't think I can be friends with you.
You met a imaginary character.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't even real.
This was the guy at Whole Foods.
Oh,
The
fuck,
guy
that
Brian.
dude.
It's him.
Yeah.
We'll talk about him some other time. But
Yeah, no, New York.
I probably shouldn't name him.
You're not saying
in case he
last
ever
name.
finds this.
You're not
but,
saying last name, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's true. I don't even know his last name, and that's a good thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah, no, New York was fun. That Horrible Decision show was on some other shit. That has pictures that I can't show.
you
Because
should definitely bring that up on something that's going on the internet.
exactly, they can hear it. I mean, people.
true.
So people that if anyone was at that live show, they remember me because I was the short nigga that picked up Mandy B.
It's true.
Who?
And you were wearing some hoodie, and they were like, "This guy's trying to get laid tonight."
Yeah, they're like, oh, this nigga trying to get some pussy tonight, and I'm just like, wow, I can't respond to that.
You're just like, I don't know what I expected.
I mean, the girls next to me were dope as shit too. They were from the DMV. They were fire. Mandy B and Weezer are fine as shit.
Andrew
in
was
person.
completely out of his element.
Oh yeah, dude. The opening game.
I wish I were there just to see that.
If they come to
That would be
Charlotte,
fucking amazing.
if they come to Charlotte, which they need to do, I will take you.
I would love to go.
I would, because it's
I would
hilarious.
love to go.
The show opened up with us playing Who's the Biggest Whore, and because
I
you
would
know,
lose.
yeah.
Not for lack of trying, but I would lose.
Oh no, I lost pretty early, but it was hilarious because if you see in the video, it's just like double penetration. Damn it!
Yeah.
I was like, haha, bitch.
Aw, damn it.
Yeah, it's like you think straight people aren't freaks? We're disgusting.
Dude, humans are just gross.
Yeah, we are.
We're just cesspools of sin.
We put our mouths on people's genitals
We
for-
put our mouths
for
on
recreation.
people's poop holes.
and procreation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the show was great. I picked up some new moves, picked up some
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. There is a porn topic off, which I feel like we could do that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Ebony, darker ebony. It's like, really, bro? Not Asian, BBW, Latina,
Darker ebony?
nugget.
Nugs.
I hate that that's a category.
Is that really a category?
Yeah.
What the fuck is nugget?
It's like amputee shit.
Oh, no.
Like they don't have arms or legs.
Oh, that's a real shame.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not either.
I'm gonna give that a 0 out of 10.
Actually, what?
And if you're into that, please don't talk to me ever.
Yeah, don't talk to me either, because I
Perhaps move to another country.
only know about that because I listen to other weird ass podcasts. And I don't know what's a weird category you've seen before.
A weird category I've seen before.
That was interesting.
That was interesting?
Yeah.
Hentai.
Oh, you want the weirdest one I've seen?
What?
That was like pretty good.
Yeah.
Real estate.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's all. I mean, like, there's the whole, like...
That's like a whole thing.
There's also the whole step family thing that's huge right now.
I try not to think about that.
Yeah,
it makes
because
me
it's really just
uncomfortable.
like, incest, but it's acceptable.
Incest, but make it legal.
Yeah,
in my
exactly.
best time.
Incest, but make it... I don't know. It's...
Did I show? Did I
I
send
try to
you?
avoid those videos.
Did I send you
the...
the Asa Akira interview when she was on Sway in the morning and
Yes.
she's like, "I wish incest
see
was
that.
legal." In the collective black, what the fuck?
Yeah, they were like, excuse me?
Huh? What did you just say?
Explain that?
Could you
She
break
was like,
that down?
She was just like, oh, I've always wanted like this older brother who's very protective of me.
And it's like-
and I'm just like,
Oh,
no,
it's like,
no, thank you.
It's just imagining, I had an older brother he wanted to protect me so hard with his penis.
Yeah, you have an interesting term for protection.
Yeah, where
where'd you get that definition?
Where does the dick come into all of this?
Yeah, I don't understand this. This just sounds like you're in the South.
Welcome to
More
Elephant.
ways than one.
Gonna take my sister to the Old Town Road. Gonna ride till I can't no more.
West Virginia, Mountain
Mama,
stick your dick
in her sister.
God damn it.
Country hole, take me home.
Take me home to our house.
Where we're from.
West Virginia.
She's my cousin. Oh my god.
If you're from West Virginia, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, man.
Deal with it.
Fuck you. And your college.
If you're from West Virginia, I hope you make it out of there.
if you're of a minority in West Virginia, good luck escaping. Get out.
If you're a minority in West Virginia, why?
The tuition was low. I'll bet it was.
It's low in other places too.
Yeah. Like like Atlanta.
Like literally anywhere else.
Oh man. Any other hoe shit or anything we want to talk about?
I mean, I'm trying to be a hoe, but no one's letting me.
Hey man, your time will come.
Yeah, it will.
The boys got jokes.
Ooh, the boys are back in town.
Boys are back in town. The boys are back in town because we're in the same town for once.
Sort of, yeah.
It's like
More or less.
I work where you live. So.
It's true.
Oh my god.
True.
But I don't know. I mean, at some point we'll probably share our horror stories.
Hoe stories.
Horror stories spelled with a W.
Stories.
Horror stories.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've definitely got a few.
I feel like we both do.
It's really like 2 people.
I just have. I have
More like
weird.
3. But
Yeah, I have weird shit that
I
Cause
have
like,
a few, but you know, we can
Save that for the future.
Save that for another time.
Yeah, no, because my friends always try to figure out stories about me because I'll say weird shit like, "Oh yeah, a cat walked in on me once." They're like, "The fuck? What do you mean a cat walked in?" But that's a story for the night.
It means a cat walked in on you once. What the fuck do you want?
The story for another time. With that time, I was
It's like that scene in Wolf of Wall Street where they're fucking and the dog's on the bed like, like shut the fuck up.
yeah, no, like
Trying to fuck.
there was a time I was having sex and then I got the shits, and so I stopped having sex. This is the worst timeline.
That's a shame.
This is the worst timeline.
That's a real shame.
Oh yeah, no.
That is how you kill the mood.
How do you think I felt?
I can imagine. I can imagine.
You ever like you've taken a 10-minute shit before?
I
That's
have.
not a fun
Yeah,
experience.
it sucks.
So imagine just, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, like oh, we gotta stop.
No, what was that voice from? What was it? Word art on the old Microsoft? Just oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kid Pics.
Kid Pics, yeah. Kid Pics Deluxe.
Kid Pics Deluxe.
Fucking that shit.
Yeah, well, that's what happened with my stomach. It's like you're not gonna do this anymore, Chief.
Dude, the worst part about that is you gotta wait for it to go down before you can sit on the toilet.
Yeah.
And you're just like, am I gonna make it in time? Fuck.
It's like that old Durham song. My dick touched the water.
Yeah.
When I shit, my dick touched the water. Oh my god.
I got elephant.
Elephant dick.
I'm
Swinging my dick.
That'll never be
Oh,
that'll never get old.
That will
shit's
never get
amazing.
old.
It's like a 10-year-old video at this point, and it's wonderful.
Probably is. Damn. Can you believe Ass on the Internet came out in like 2013?
God damn.
You know, getting twerked on in a Snuggie while eating pancakes. That's the American dream right there.
That's it.
That is the dream that immigrants see when they see pictures of America.
It's no longer like...
It's just ass and
opportunity.
flapjacks.
It's just like, you get twerked on in a Snuggie and you eat pancakes.
That's the American dream. With a roof over your head.
Yeah. Not in a back alley with crack. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
For your sake.
The Reagan
If
years
you're
are
doing
over.
crack, stop it.
Get some help.
But seriously, go to like a AA meeting or an NA meeting. You think Alcoholics Anonymous, you're only allowed to talk about alcohol, but there's people there who did all kinds of shit.
Yeah, no. If you're addicted to drugs, I would wish nothing but the best for you because that's a hell of a struggle.
Yeah,
That
I am right there with you.
That drug shit is no
recovery is hard.
Oh yeah.
But being homeless and addicted to crack is harder. Not that that's what I was doing.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at that, but it's just
it does sound suspicious.
the metaphor.
But like seriously, if you feel like you have a drug or alcohol problem, please, like just at least talk to someone about it.
Yeah.
Because that shit, like, I mean, obviously it's bad for you, but it's really just like you can't do that alone. I'm gonna tell you that for a fact. You think you can handle that by yourself, but you can't.
Hey kids, we had a lot of fun times today, but it's time to get serious.
It's time to get serious.
About drugs.
We're going to leave you on a serious note. Not
serious.
really. I mean, but seriously, there's help for you available. And
Be the best you that you can be.
A lot of times it's free. That's the nice thing about those meetings is that they are free.
Yes.
So get your ass some help.
Be the best you that you know you can be.
Yeah.
And that's the key theme of the AfterThots podcast.
Today's actually my 90 days of sobriety. I haven't put any mind-altering substances in my body for 90 days. And
I was about to say shit, bitch, me neither, but I literally drank last weekend.
I was gonna say the fuck you did not.
Yeah, I was like literally last weekend with Dreamville
liar.
Fest, and I was at a club. 2 days in a row, I was at a club and a bar. Mm-hmm. That's
and let me tell you,
not doing shit.
The hardest part of recovery is like the first 2 weeks, and once you get past that, it gets a little bit easier. And there are resources for you, and people in the recovery community are amazing and will help the shit out. Like if you need a ride to meetings, they will give you a ride to meetings.
Oh yeah.
It's
Find your support network too.
get that network, get that shit going.
Yeah, because I've always got your back for whatever you need.
Yeah, and just like it'll get better, man. I'm telling you. Like
I mean, Job only had 40 days.
It's
so
true.
90
like 90 days ago,
that's some resiliency right there.
Yeah, like 90 days ago, I was a pretty miserable person, and now I'm slightly less miserable. No, I mean, I'm just telling you. Get that help. You will be a better person, and you will get better.
Yeah, it gets better.
It will. I guarantee it.
And then when that insurance kicks in, you can go to a therapist. That's where the fun is.
That.
But seriously though, it helps a lot being someone that has taught substance abuse groups. They seem very receptive and very willing to make themselves better. I'm not going to lecture to random strangers on the internet about how to live their lives. Do what you want
I'm
to do.
not going to tell you what to do with your life, but I'm saying if you feel like you need help for that stuff, help is available, and a lot of times it's free.
Big facts.
So yeah.
That's the takeaway lesson for today.
That's your takeaway for today. That and the Star Wars fandom can go fuck themselves.
But wait, we were the Star Wars fandom all along.
Oh my god.
Wasn't the Star Wars fandom the friendship we made along the way?
Oh my god, no. Takeaway is that I don't care about Stranger Things 3.
Oh, you don't care about remembering events that neither of us was alive for?
No, I really don't.
Just wait till they get to fucking Thriller. What was that, 87?
I don't fucking know.
It was like 85 right now.
Whatever. I just I'm done with the nostalgia, 80s nostalgia wave.
Don't worry, because the 90s is coming.
I'm fine with that. Just give me something else.
Actually, yeah.
Can't wait for the Top Gun remake.
Well, it's a sequel.
Oh, even better. We'll get to see some elderly men flying jets.
Yeah, no. But honestly...
Tom Cruise once again trying to be like, no, guys, I'm totally 30 years old.
Honestly, a movie I need to show you that we could talk about that deserves a remake is fucking Lawnmower Man, if you haven't seen it.
That is true. I have seen that.
That movie that would be the perfect movie for this era because it's all VR. That's the whole thing.
True, and also...
And autism. VR and autism. That's all 2019 is.
Yes. Also, Red Letter Media talked about The Rocketeer.
Oh, God.
If that, there was that rumor about it getting, a quote-unquote remake with, a black woman as the lead, and it's just oh, good, internet clickbait, so people can get mad about it. But the way they talked about, making that sequel to it, and set it in, the 70s in New York City... Oh my god, it would be so cool.
I just want...
It's a shame that no one gives a shit about The Rocketeer.
All I want is...
Because that's a great fucking movie.
Pam Grier, Rocketeer. I was sold immediately.
It would be amazing. It would be amazing.
Directed by Quentin Tarantino. Nigga, you... And that's just the movie.
I don't know. Who would I want to direct that? I have no fucking
Nigga,
idea.
is that a jetpack? And that's the whole movie.
Yeah. She walks into the club with that jetpack and, the Art Deco helmet, and she, takes off the helmet and her fucking afro.
Oh, so it's Austin Powers 3.
Yes, except good. And then Andy Warhol is just oh my gosh, where did you get that? That's a wonderful design.
And then he says, "Yas, Queen Slay," somehow.
No, if he did, and then I shoot myself in the mouth.
Who would be a good director for Rocketeer 2? Who's good at 70s movies? Honestly, Quentin Tarantino is.
Who directed Argo? That movie about the Iran-Contra thing. Because that's a period piece.
That wasn't Ben Affleck, was it?
I don't think so. Whatever. It was a good movie.
That might have been him.
But, I don't know.
Or am I thinking of The Town?
It's a movie that I would get hyped for, and it's never going to come out because no one cares about it.
We can write it.
I'll write it, and then no one will care.
I'd write it and pitch it to Spike Lee. Who's Spike Lee, actually?
Spike Lee could probably do a good job with it. I would also...
Spike Lee and Joe Johnston together would probably do fine with that.
I would be interested to see what Jordan Peele would do with it.
I was about to say the same shit.
Just because, I feel like he would have a lot of fun with that.
Have you seen Us?
I haven't yet.
You should.
I'm going to see Us.
It's...
I know. I've heard it's good.
It's weird because I don't think it's better than Get Out, but I think I like it more.
Most people have said that Get Out's a better movie, but Us is more interesting because it takes risks.
It's weird.
Yeah. And I want that. I'm interested.
Yeah. And... Actually, I'm not going to say anything about the movie.
Yeah, and I'm also... I want to say For any of you who know about that movie Annihilation that came out last year that no one cared about.
Except for me.
There were some people that cared about it.
I'm still mad.
Red Letter Media gave it praise.
I do regret not seeing it, and sorry to bother you in theaters.
I also regret not seeing it.
Those are my
Sorry to
regrets
bother
from
you in
2018.
theaters. Yes,
they
for
were
sure.
snubbed for Oscar nominations.
Absolutely. I have a coworker who's like, I didn't like Annihilation. Didn't have enough action. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
with all that
and
action
there's
that
the
it was
precise reason no one saw it. He was like, yeah, they gave them all guns and they only used them like once. And I'm like, yeah, it's because it's more of an intellectual movie than that bullshit.
Seems like you missed the theme of the fucking trailer,
You
buddy.
missed the point.
Don't let the title fool you.
But I'm finishing up the book series, the trilogy, the Southern Reach trilogy is what it's based on.
Yeah,
It's mostly based on the first book, Annihilation, but it takes elements from the rest of the books for sure. I've got like 100 pages left in the second book, and it's like, if you like sci-fi and shit, I would recommend this series. It's fucking weird.
Your coworker saw 4 women with guns and thought it was fucking Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
Or Ghostbusters.
Honestly, Sucker Punch is a fun movie.
I haven't seen it.
It's a lot of fun.
I haven't seen it.
It's stupid and doesn't make any sense, but it's a lot of fun.
That sounds like Zack Snyder
movies.
movies.
It's like watching a video game.
Boom.
It's literally like watching like a video game.
That's fine.
And it's fun.
You know what else is like watching a video game?
Stupid fun.
Fucking Scott Pilgrim, which is a great movie.
That's true. That is a great movie. Who directed that?
God damn it, Edgar Wright.
Yes. Oh, Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright could do a cool Rocketeer movie. I would watch that.
Yeah, actually.
Edgar Wright.
Yeah, because he did Baby Driver, didn't he?
He did, yes. And
yeah.
Edgar Wright. Has
Edgar
some of the
Wright.
best editing out there.
Edgar Wright doing 70s black style Rocketeer. That gets better the more you say it.
Yes, and specifically said it in 1977 when there was like a crime wave going on in New York. That was the year that the big blackout happened in New York City. I think because there was like a giant solar flare that happened.
But think about
or whatever it's called.
Think about what the score to that would sound like, because that was
oh my god,
that was around the birth of hip hop, but also like the era where funk was evolving from disco.
Yes.
That soundtrack would be nuts.
Dude, it would be like she walks into a disco club, takes the helmet off, afro, Andy Warhol's there, or some bullshit, who cares?
She could fly to Pittsburgh, see Andy Warhol. That could be the setting.
And like it would be like, oh, her father was a Tuskegee Airman, she wants to be a pilot, but they're just like, it's like, kid, you don't have what it takes, also I hate black people. So
you don't have what it takes, woman of black complexion.
Yeah. And
stop having dreams.
It would be great. But again, no one fucking cares about the Rocketeer, which is a
sad. Well, to be fair, no one cares about Captain America, even though it's one of my favorite superhero trilogies.
The second one's amazing.
It was a great film.
I haven't seen,
but nobody cares about the first one, even though I think the first one is good.
The first one's fun.
Civil War is it has issues, but I think it's good. It's probably my favorite Marvel movie.
War.
I love it. It's my favorite Marvel movie. Weirdly enough,
honestly, my favorite Marvel movie is still Iron Man, the first one.
That's fine because it's a great movie.
It's great.
It's honestly
closely followed by the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's still great. Yeah, I have issues with the second one, but the first one's great.
Yeah,
it's not bad, but
No, it's
so Guardian 3 will be.
But there's a lot of.
They do with that.
I also thought Black Panther was pretty overrated. To be perfectly honest.
Well,
it's not a bad movie at all. It's just like, oh, I guess
it's simple.
It's very simple, and it's kind of boring, but it's fun to look at.
I think it's very.
Time.
I think it's very good. I will say this: it did deserve its Oscar for score and costume design.
Yes,
I will give it that.
I agree with that.
Those two I agree with because Ludwig Göransson is a god.
Yes.
At score, he did the Creed soundtracks, but he apparently did Venom, which I mean he didn't give a shit for that.
I believe didn't he also do Spider-Verse?
No, I think
Spider-Verse?
It was somebody else.
Someone with a similar thing.
But the guy who did that is great too.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic score.
That's a great score.
The score and soundtrack are both good.
Sideways on YouTube has a really good video about that score and how genius it is.
Yeah, no, Ludwig Göransson is amazing. The guy that did Spider-Verse, I forget his name.
He's also awesome.
He's amazing.
But yeah, man, that's good shit.
Life's good shit.
Don't do drugs.
Or if you do them safely.
Yeah, or if you do, be careful.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful with me.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that everything?
I think that's it.
Okay. Where can people find you at?
You can find me at magnoliatreeband.bandcamp.com. I'm gonna plug my music. I haven't put anything out in a while, but what's on there is like the first album is sort of like folky and rocky, and the second one's mostly rock. And the next one is going to be like, hopefully, I'm going to try and make it like noisy rock. And I'm going to redo a couple of the older songs because I think I can do them better. And yeah, you can find me there and listen to all of my very emo music, which is funny because I didn't really listen to emo.
The phase never dies. I sure did.
It wasn't really even a phase. It's just like it's kind of what's happened. Yeah, man, that's my shit. I think it's Magnolia Tree Band on or just Magnolia on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I'm also working on like a little album of beats that could be like the soundtrack to a video game or something because that's just a little thing I've wanted to do.
I'm a Columbus that shit.
That's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to find my own content, I have a YouTube channel as well as my own SoundCloud where I put up music occasionally. I'm working on my own EP of music that I found on YouTube, so I can't monetize it until we put out an album together. That's why I want to do that one song acoustically with you.
I'll try to figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out at some point. But yeah, it's all at Will the Greatest. Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. If you have questions.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm on Instagram as Joe Flumbo, JOFLUMBO.
Yeah, man, plug your shit.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna plug.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, so I guess if you have questions, you can leave it. What would a good hashtag be? Ask our thoughts.
THOTS.
Yeah, THOTS. Ask our thoughts.
Sure.
Okay.
Hashtag suck my wiener.
Hashtag suck my wiener. Hashtag ask our thoughts.